So when you went into work into the CIA, you had to rewire your body and mind to the
Yeah.
way the work was done there. So what did you have to rewire,
Yeah.
and how was that learning very important for the rest of your life?
Yeah. I think so, as with all organizations, the CIA has a certain way of doing things. So the mental rewiring wasn't about adopting a certain way of thinking, but it was as absorbing a different approach to how we think about things. Because, there are frameworks and methodologies. And again, the problems and the challenges that we were called to weigh in on are so complex, are so multifaceted. And so, it was from the intellectual standpoint, it was, this is the way that these are the frameworks that we use to help make sense of these big, very complex problems. These are some of the ways that we communicate, that we had a CIA style of communicating. So when you are presenting information to the president, for example, there's a very specific, almost journalistic approach that you have to take in your writing. So that was the mechanics, like the technical side of things that had to be wired into me, because of course I had never worked at the CIA before or written for the president before. So it was learning that and getting that, sort of, again, on the job training effectively. And then the physical rewiring was along the lines of my preparation for deploying to hostile environments. So before, I deployed to an active war zone, you do have to do some physical training to make sure that in the worst case scenario, you would be able to, at the very least, try to defend yourself or try to, to get out of the sticky situation. So that, entailed sort of, driving courses and how to escape, get out of a scene very quickly. It was weapons training. And it was all that kind of sort of training that I would hopefully never need to use, but needed to learn so that I could operate safely in a hostile environment. And I think what that helped me bring it into the second part of your question, that approach was, you have to be adaptable. You can't have just one set way of doing things. And that training gives you the fundamental sort of tools that you can rely on. But then when you're actually operating in the field or actually doing a briefing for the president or for a senator, then that training can't anticipate every single scenario you're going to confront. So you use those tools and then you adapt them for the scenario in front of you. And that is a useful lifelong skill for anything, is, have the fundamentals really, really strong, know, the essential skills and the tools that you need. And then when you're in an unfamiliar environment, both in a business context or a professional or personal context, then it's using those same skills and tools and adapting them to the purposes in front of you.